You have you have a topology. It's very important to understand first. You have this LAN 10.0, 11.0, 20.0, 30.0. So what is required? Guys, the most difficult part in CCNA3 is access control list. Please study. If you don't study for the exam, you won't pass, I'm telling you. If you follow the steps, the only thing is only to follow the steps. If you're used to, it's fine. So when you're not used to, so we have our address, we have our addressing table that you're familiar with now, because we did in CCNA1, CCNA2. Now here, standard access control list, router configuration script that control if a router permits or denies packets based on resource address. With standard access control list, we deal with resource address. So in this activity, can you see? Yeah, okay. In this activity focuses on defining filtering, blah, blah, blah. So what do we need here? Before applying access control list to a network, it's important to confirm that you have full connectivity. It's like, yeah, Asana. So give me a bad service, Asana. So now I was about to speak to your manager, but I'm no longer going to speak to you. You gave me a, okay, thank you. Okay, so you see, this lab is very simple and easy. What is it about? So step one, investigate full connectivity. Okay, this one you can ping each other, it's fine. Step two, evaluate two network policies on the following network. 11.0 is not allowed to access web server on V20 over access. So here we have a web server and you have many people, many PCs around who can access the web server. So I can open it for now to check if everyone can access. I grab the IP address of that server. I go to this PC. I go to web browser. Is it going to open? Yes or no? Okay, it's here. I paste the IP address, press enter, and I can see something. There is no error message. It means I can access. See, I can even play around. So PC1 can access. PC2 can PC2 access. Okay, PC1 also you can try to ping. PC1. I'll check if I can ping the address to check if I have connectivity. Paste. You see it's successful. So PC1 can fully communicate with the server. What about PC2? Let's check if I paste here. I go stop. I go here also. I can access the website. See, I can play around. Yeah, yeah. The which one is red? We must see there's triangle stuff. Yeah. So if the triangle is red, it means then there is no communication. If it's green, it means so everything's fine. Oh, that's red line. Oh no, it's just to tell you that it's a serial cable. That's it. Yeah. Oh, cannot move. Okay, anyway. So normally before we start doing access control list, we check if everything is fine before. So if we try to ping command prompts, ping, we paste the IP, and PC2 also can connect to the web server. What about PC3? We also check the same thing. We try to ping. Paste. You can ping it. Can you open the web browser? The bit slow when it's coming to the web browser. Here you paste the IP address. And we can also, so everyone can access the web server. Now we need to put an access control list so that PC2 won't be able to access anymore, but PC1 and PC3 should be accessed. So this is how it works. So normally you guys, you must go step by step now. But what am I going to do? I'm going to do by myself, just to show you. So first thing first, everyone has access. Now we say, okay, these guys, this network, we don't want them to get access. Because we are dealing with the source only, we use a standard. How many type of standard access controllers do we have? Very good. What and what? So we have two types of access control list, standard and extended. Now, if I take the standard, how many types do I have? Sorry? Okay, so yeah, so per access control list, we have also two types, numbered and named. Yeah, we have numbered and named. So what you're telling me is the numbered one. Now, if you want names, so if you have such thing, I'm going to open my notepad. You always open a notepad first for access control list because it's easier to change, to manipulate, and to do anything. So I don't want anyone in this network to access the web server. So what do? You start access. I'm teaching you in general, but if you understand this one, you should be able to do it. File, edit, view, zoom. Zoom in. Oh, right. I'm sorry? So access list, we can use a number. So I can say access list 10, remark. Okay, let me start doing here because it's going to. So when you have an access control list, if you're using a standard ACL, you need to place it near the destination. So I'm here and I want to communicate with the web server. So if I do my access list, I must put it close to the destination. It means on R2. Then I open R2, I come here, enable, const, then what? Access list, very good. Okay, I can say number 1, yes. Now, before you start, you can put a description, like a remark. This ACL will block, let's say PC2 network, PC2 network. It means anyone who's in PC2 network will not be able to access here. This is PC2 here. Anyone in this network won't be accessed. Yeah, description. You must put a description, because if you have 1 or 2, it's fine. But if you have 5, 10, 20, how will you know which one does what? Always put a description first. Then you continue here. Now you start creating your access list. Access list, so you can start deny or allow, permit. So here, for example, let's start with deny. Deny what? Anyone in this network. So this network is how much? 192, so 11.0. So if here you're stuck, question mark, and you see, you can use the address. So it's 192.168.11.0. So this network. Now we need a wildcard mask. So because I want to make sure anyone starting with this should be blocked, then my wildcard mask will be 0, 0, 0. If you say 0, 0, 0, it means the IP must match this. It should be 192. If you say 0 here, it means this one, I need to see 168. I need to match that. The third 0, 11. I need to match 11. I need to see 11. It means if I have a packet coming and here is 20, it's not matching, I allow in. But if I see any IP starting with 192, 168, 168, 11, then I need to block them. You see, deny any IP starting with exactly.
And then that's happening now.
Now, the last part here, I don't care. So I don't need to match. So we tap 255.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the first one won't match anyway.
Yeah. So if I say 0.0.0, it means I need to see 192. It's compulsory for me to see 192, to see 168, to see 11. It's compulsory to see that.
Okay, if this one at the end was 192.168.11.0 slash maybe 27 or whatever, still 25.
Yeah, sometimes depends. So you see here, the subnet mask is /24, no? /24 or 255, 255, 255, 0. So to find the wildcard mask, we do all 255, 255, 255, oh sorry, 255, 255, 0. So we do all 255 here. You see, I have 4 255 minus the subnet mask. You see, minus 255, 255, 255, and this is my subnet. You see, /24, my normal subnet mask. It's here. So to find the wildcard, you do all 255 minus the subnet. You see. Now here, 255 minus 255 is what? Is 0. 0. Yeah. 255 minus 255 is 0. 255 minus 255 is 0. Now 255 minus 0 is what? 25. That's why this is the wildcard mask that we put here. Yeah, very important. Okay. Question mark. CR, it means you just press enter. This is my access control list that I created. One thing is to create. Another thing is to what? One thing is to create an access control list. Another one is to apply. You must apply. You like you make a food and you leave it. No, you must give to someone to eat. You see? When you cook, people must eat. So I did create. Now I need to apply somewhere. So because it's a standard access control list, I place it close to a destination. So I place it here on this router. Now this router has a lot of interfaces. Which one is facing? So I tap do show IP interface brief. Now which, and I can see that G00 is facing the LAN. You see that? So I need to place or to set up that access control list to that interface close to the destination. Then I open it. Interface G00. Yeah, G00. Now I need to put my access control list here, my config. So to apply, you tap IP, access group. Now the access number, access list number, it's this one you need to apply here. And because I want to deny packet going outside my router, I put out. And I press enter and I save. Do copy, run, start. Press enter. One thing is to create your access list properly. Number two, apply it correctly somewhere. Number three, you need now to test. So now we're going to test it. This guy, you see, before we could ping. Now let's check if now we can ping, press enter, destination, unreachable. So if these guys are your marketing department, and instead of working, they're busy watching YouTube, doing anything, we can block everyone in marketing department, no access to anything. This is how it works. This is how IT we do. Block. So you can block a network, you can block Facebook only or YouTube. You can block applications, or you can block a network, you can block anything you want to block, you can do. If I go to PC1, can PC1 still ping that guy there? So PC1 is not part of PC2 network. So let's check, press enter. Ah, it's blocked. It means, yeah, it means it didn't work. We did something wrong somewhere that we need to fix. Let's try again. Ping, destination unreachable. Then what we did is correct, but we missed something. It's like, for example, at CPUT at the entrance, the CPUT manager says, security, anyone coming for Cisco courses, you must not get in. He said, okay, Emmanuel, what course do you want? Cisco, I block you. Mrs. Light, I block you. Zienda, I block you. Hassan, I block you. And now someone for, let's say, the accounting student, he comes. What will happen? You?
No, I said. Oh.
I said, said like this. I don't think that we get this or not.
Please, Mr. Max, please
Yes.
use the slides.
Yeah, light, yes.
Mr. Max, please use this. I had
Yo.
Mrs. Lights now.
Yes.
I had Mrs. Lights as an example. I don't know which one is Mrs. Lights.
Engineer light. Instead of coming to class, okay, it's fine. It's fine. No, I just asking a question to your friends. Huh?
That's better.
It is better.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only instructions this security guy got don't allow Cisco student to get in. Now, me, I'm a accounting student. Should I get in or not?
Oh,
Okay, one by one. Mr. Emmanuel. You're not a Cisco. The only instruction you got, Cisco student must not get in. You are accounting. Are you Cisco? No, then you get in. If you're Cisco, it's a match. Must not come in. If not Cisco, you get in. So now, as what we did was what? We did create our access control list to deny Cisco student. What about the others?
yeah.
You must permit them. You must start permit anyone else. Sorry? Yeah, so now we need to allow the other students. And we didn't put that. We need to put that. Because you must tell Baruto what he must do. He's not a human being. He's not a human being. You must tell him, okay, block these guys. Now, anyone else, accept them. So now we exit here. We exit here. We go back to our, we go back again to our access list one. So if you're here and you want to view your access list, what comment are you going to do? You're a network engineer, you go to a router and you want to view the access control list that have been created. What comment are you going to type? Very good. Do show access list. You see? So if you tap that, you'll see, okay, I can see that something has been created here, deny. But I need to add, if you see 10, it's the line number. So we're going to add another thing. So I go back to my access list to change it. 1. And let's say, question mark, you can permit, you can deny. So now here I'm going to permit. Permit what? Question mark. I can permit a network. I can permit anyone else, or I can permit only one PC. So I want to permit anyone else, any. Question mark, CR. If you see CR, it means there is nothing you can add. You press enter. You save your work. Do, copy, run, start. You press enter. You view again your access list that you did. Do show access list. Now you can see the first line, line 10, I deny this network. Line number 2, anyone else permit. Let's check if it works. We go back to our PC2. PC2, deny access, it's okay. We go now to PC1. PC1 is here. We press, now you can see now PC1 can access. So when you create access list, you must be very careful. You can mess up stuff step by step. Yeah, that's all for access control list. The first thing first, you add the description, what this access list will do, so that you know what will you permit, what will you deny. You create. Step number 2, you apply. Step number 3, you verify. If you're happy, then. If you're not happy, you're going to block anyone in the company. You see, that's all. If you understand this one, it's finished for access control list. According to what you write, for us in our control list, it was to block these two network only. Then you create your access list. I deny anyone in PC2 only. Then anyone else allowed. So it's very, very, very important. Each and there's going to be one absolute for access control. So please try to do and check yourself and yeah. So open your packet tracer, do the same thing on R2 and test if it works or not. It's 5.1.1. Functioning 1.3. Yeah, yeah. We send it to you. So that's all for that access control list. So please practice, open your packet tracer, try to do it, create and test.